I first met Michael 30 years ago when he was the surgical chief resident at the Brigham Women's Hospital, and I was a third-year medical student. He was our chief, and I learned so much from him even back then.
Frankly, I don't think I've ever worked with another leader in healthcare who had this skill on the level that Michael has it. There's numerous other wonderful examples over his 5-year tenure if you think about quality of patient care, but that quality of leadership, in my mind, without a doubt, helped us to save lives.
Built a team of the right people at the right place at the right time to help get the medical center on a trajectory up. So he's definitely leaving us in a better place than when he got here.
And he helps us to foster the things that we want to do, and that kind of support is just something you can't measure.
He was very much a disruptor, right? He challenged the status quo, and he showed us what we were capable of. If you go to like a blank lot, right, or an empty field, he was like the excavator, right? He moved a lot of the heavy stuff. He moved the boulders, he moved the dirt, and he'd get the fields ready for whatever's going to be built there.
Starting every safety briefing and every meeting with a patient story and really putting that patient at the front of everything we do. What a champion.
He is thoughtful, compassionate, goal-directed, inspiring, motivating.
He leads with humility and is really involved, but also lets you take on the task yourself and go and run with it. You feel really supported by him.
It's been really a journey where I've always felt like he has known the destination, and I've been fortunate enough to receive his guidance.
How I've described Michael up until now and what I will continue to do for the rest of my life is someone that truly cares about his team, the caregivers that work for him throughout the entire organization, as well as patients. I'll never forget, I'd only been here 4 weeks. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and my mother's in the hospital, and I got all these things going on, me personally, and he took the time to really ask about that, and I believe he genuinely cared.
Everything revolves around, what is best for the patients, whether they're here or we're trying to get them here.
I think that Michael is probably the smartest person I've ever met. He's incredibly caring and compassionate. I think what I've taken from Michael is his ability to remain at a high level, but also in tune with the detail at every level.
He put the heart and humanity in it and really grounded it in the who and the why we do it by, sharing patient stories and making sure that was the focus of, what we were doing.
At first, I was really intimidated by Michael, and then I got to know him, and I found him to be engaging and funny, and he coached me, and I grew to be very fond of him.
One of the fun things about going on the IHI conference is the generations mixing. Michael took a yellow taxi to the airport, and we're like, how do you take a taxi? You took a taxi? But then we took him on his first Uber ride, and he wanted to pay for it. And we're like, Michael, you can't pay for, just kind of those little things that just were fun to realize. Even a suitcase with 2 wheels, we're like, if you're gonna travel, Michael, you gotta get in with the time, get 4.
My favorite memory of Michael is when he joined our Halloween parade up on Pediatrics dressed as a lion. And Justin was going to come dressed as the lion tamer. I think Justin thought better of it and came as a dinosaur. That's my favorite moment.
Yeah, he never misses a trick. Kind of interesting, I have this WWMA, which is what would Michael ask? So whenever we're in budget meetings or I'm pitching a project or asking for another position, you kind of think you have everything ticked and tied and you've kind of, thought through things, and inevitably Michael will come up with a question that you kind of didn't think about, but it's a good question.
Oh my God, I aspire to be like Michael. His attention to detail and how he knows when he goes into a meeting or a presentation, he knows it inside and out forward and backwards. And that's gravitas. That's like incredible preparation as a leader. And, you know, I aspire to be like that one day.
When we were experiencing the COVID crisis, Michael was really what I saw as the source of strength for our organization and leadership. He was very calming and, you know, really exhibited such great leadership for the entire organization, and I will be forever grateful for him.
He has taught me a lot personally that I'll carry with me throughout my career. I believe he's a great leader, but I do know that he is bound for bigger things.
For Dr. Mike, I have a special respect. He's very friendly. He gives to everybody opportunity to say hello.
Wherever he goes, brings his experience to, they're going to be fortunate to have him.
First, I just want to say a huge thank you to Michael.
I have no doubt that in the next chapter of Michael's life, he will bring his passion for patient advocacy with him, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you for all your support and dedication to the ED.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael, on behalf of the PFAC for putting the patient experience in the community first.
Really, I think to his core is really a very caring and kind and respectful leader, and with always keeping that patient at the center of what we do here. And I think that legacy will continue to live on.
He's certainly set the footprint for us to excel in the future. And I just wish him all the best in his next endeavor.
We're going to miss you so much, Michael.
Good luck, Michael. He needs to be careful to stay out of the sun when he gets down to Provincetown to enjoy his time, and it's well deserved.
And I know that I'm better off for having this experience, and this organization is better off for having you here. I hope that this is not goodbye, but we'll see you later, and I hope you stay in touch and wish you the best.
He does the right thing, period, even when it's the hardest thing to do. And I think that I'll remember that forever.
Culture change is the hardest change, and he has changed our culture for the better.
So I'd like to offer a blessing for you. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be at your back. May the rain fall softly upon your fields. And until we meet again, may the Lord hold you in the palm of his hand.